Oh boy. I hope my game saved. I mean, I'm not looking yet. Let me check my camera. How long has it been? Oh, I guess it's already been a minute, so whatever. Me, myself, and I. That's okay. I'm back to where we left off. Photography class comes and goes. Since we're partners, Ikeiden gives Ben and I the green light to walk around the campus. Ben shows me around to his prime photo spots and such. We're already starting off great. And as such, becomes my impromptu tour guide. It's actually pretty neat to see the parts of the school that I haven't explored yet until now. Places like the music hall and the recreational pool were the most interesting to see. Currently at the why am I reading this so bad? Currently at the courtyard, Ben points out the views of the outer landscapes around the school. No wonder why Ben was so eager to show me. These views are impeccable. But while he's explaining the image he has in his head, my mind still wanders back to Olivia. I wonder what I did to make her express herself so much. Inko? Inko! Huh? I was asking if you'd be available sometime during the weekend to take photos. Oh, I'm free on Saturday. Excellent, we can meet up back here. Sounds good. As we head back to class, I begin to think if there's something I can do in history class. Back in history class, Miss Procklin continues prattling on about... And after the final offensive that left the entire city of the Triceratops destroyed, the Chthonian hegemony was defeated, bringing an end to their crimes against both Dino and humankind. With that, the Dino-Human War came to an end and peace was finally declared after 10 years of strife. Of course, there's a matter of rebuilding and dousing all those fires still burning, as well as what to do with all the bodies and... Yawn. I should probably care more about Procklin's lecture since history has extremely strong cultural connotations, but man is it boring. Is chat even working? Is anyone even in chat? Let me... Wait, can I even refresh? Okay, it's refreshed. Ahead of me, Olivia has returned to her default sullen, deflated gloom. She's not glaring back at me, so she's probably over whatever that was. Or she still doesn't know I'm here. Boy, will that be entertaining to see. Assuming I don't end up with a mechanical pencil jam through a lens. The other students are similarly bored, only occasionally marking down something whenever it sounds like it should be on a review sheet at the end of the week. There is, of course, no more note passing today. Miss Procklin's infusion yesterday must still be on their minds. There won't be any more chances given, and even though she doesn't seem threatening on her own, the consequences would be dire. Especially if she can call Sully over as her own personal enforcer. There's simply no getting around it. This is just a period we all have to sit through. And there isn't even any solitary... And there isn't even any solidarity to be had in our shared misery. It's simply the reality of high school history class. The only saving grace is that she isn't stalking around the room looking for us to do something wrong. Instead, we're being lectured at. My hand mechanically copies down whatever she's written on the board. And while I should be paying attention to what Miss Procklin is saying, I'm more than certain that we'll be reading the exact same thing from our heavy textbook. So my eyes wander away from her and the board to scan over my peers, all equally as bored as the fanging interest. Eventually, there's a bit of movement ahead of me. What's she up to now? Olivia folds a sheet of notebook paper back and forth discreetly, creating a deep crease. Then she licks her finger and runs it across the crease and gently pulls. The paper rips along the seam silently. Oh, she's really risking it. What's she even got to gain? It's just note passing game. Maybe she feels bad because she got caught yesterday. Oh boy. Olivia passes the note to her left. The student next to her raises an eyebrow, but surprisingly takes the note. And immediately passes it on without looking at it. One by one, my classmates pass the note along to the next. Nobody dares opens the note and writes something in. I surreptitiously, I don't know how to say that, I'm sorry. Keep track of the note in the corner of my eye as it makes its circuit around the room. Thankfully, Miss Prockling's eyes are focused on the board when I feel a tap on my shoulder. I reach for my ear as if to give it a scratch, and then the folded page is pushed into my waiting fingers against my ear. As I feel an edge grind against my earlobe, I chew my lip to keep the hiss of pain contained. Probably unintentional, but a paper cut still stings bad, especially on such a fleshy part. My fingers toy with the bundle of paper now at my desk. No one else had bothered with it. I wouldn't exactly call it an empty canvas, but there could be potential here. I guess I gotta draw again. There's a crumpling noise beneath my fingertips. Must have unfolded it while I was thinking. Looking at the sole doodle on the sheet, I see a pretty simple rat drawing with a very realistic hand next to it giving a thumbs up. There's plenty of space this time, and Miss Procklin is preoccupied at the front. I doubt she'd even notice. The temptation is there, making my fingers itch at finally getting a real chance to do something fun in the sleep-inducing class. In fact, I've got the perfect idea in mind that'd catch Olivia's attention. If that doesn't ruin everything, that is. She's not uncompassionate, but Miss Procklin has a lot less tolerance for horseplay in her class. We probably wouldn't get another chance. And going by Coach Solly's one-chance policy, and how these guys aren't even considered playing along, I bet it really wouldn't be pretty. Kinda makes me concerned for Olivia. I could just hold on to the note and give it back after class. Heck, Olivia wouldn't even know. I don't even think she knows I'm in this class. Do we risk it for the biscuit? Hey, Kai. Do we risk it for the biscuit, or do we just hold on to it? Unless you're still here, Kai, you can make the decision. I'll wait for a while. Don't risk it, not the dodgeball. Alright. Hold on to the sheet. Is there a way to... Hold on. History. Is there a way to go back? Yeah, let's save this just in case. I finally figured out how to go back, so that's cool. Yeah, we'll go with the... We'll hold on to it. I'll just hold on to this. That way Olivia will be spared from Miss Procklin's scolding. With the note safely in my pocket, I can focus entirely on the teacher's lecture, which was dragging on and on and on, and And scroll back using the mouse wheel. Oh, you can. I was using page up and page down. Suddenly, I find myself leaning over to see what the wheelchair-bound girl is doing now. She's hunched over, arms atop her desk and moving lazily. Mr. Nito, is there a problem? I bolt upward when the teacher calls my name and notice that a lot of eyes are now on me. But no, ma'am. I was just trying to see the board better. Miss Procling huffs. If you'd pay attention to what I said, that wouldn't be necessary, Mr. Nito. Yes, ma'am. And that goes double for the rest of you. Yes, Miss Procling. Good. Now, where were we? Alright, the old world myth of Magellancia, or what would be more accurately to say is my home continent. While she went on talking about her spider-infested homeland, I found my eyes looking back at a certain someone. A certain someone who is now looking back at me with wide-eyed shock. I'm caught in the briefest of staring contests, and for once I managed to win. Olivia's head whips back forward. It stayed locked forward for the rest of class. But the last look I saw from her, that came after the surprise. The one that radiated anger. I feel the folded paper in my pocket and my mood suddenly dips. I mean, no one else was adding to it either. That look puts the knowledge of what I had in my pocket. That look plus the knowledge of what I had in my pocket. I take the note back out, unfolding it to see the singular doodle on the page. From the corner of my vision, I notice Olivia raise her hand to Miss Procling. Alright, Miss Helford, you may leave now. Everyone else, you may take the last 5 minutes to start on your homework. Olivia takes her time to pack away her supplies, occasionally glancing my way. Gone is the paranoia from earlier. Now it's just become plain annoyance. Hold on. I had to clear my throat. As she's leaving, I sketch the first thing that comes to mind. Olivia waits at the doorway for Miss Procling to open it for her. Her head turns my way one last time, and I hold up the doodle page with a big fat doodle of Procling in the center of it. Her eyes widen again, though she's forced out when the teacher coughs meaningfully next to her. It's too late for me to realize that Procling sees me holding the paper up. I try in vain to hide the paper, but then the teacher is marching her way over. And what do we have here, Mr. Nito? She snatches the paper out of my grasp. Haven't I already told you about wasting the time you have in class? Her eyes go wide when she sees the unflattering doodle of herself. She looks at me, face scrunched in anger. If this is your attempt at making a humorous gesture, Mr. Nito, then I do not find it funny at all. Before I could explain myself, Procling crumples up the paper in her hands, unceremoniously tossed it into the trash bin. Shoot. Defeated, I slump into my seat, now with no paper at all. Finally, the bell rings and the rest of us are excused. As I pack my things, I hope Olivia will understand what happened. No dodgeball. Perfect time for a drink. Man, now I get why Olivia gets to leave some classes early. The halls are so packed and chaotic once class ends, I always end up being pushed around by rowdy students headed towards the next class. Phew. Yeah. Once school ends, it's even worse. When I saw it yesterday, it was something else. Wait. Once school ends, it's even worse. When I saw it yesterday, it was something else. The word riptide comes to mind. I ended up just waiting around for a few minutes for the flow to die down. It's looking like that's just going to be my routine now. I passed by a few more art displays on my way to the stairs back down to the first floor. This isn't the art wing. There's still a bunch of displays up. Maybe there simply isn't enough space. Something presses onto my chest and lurched me to a stop. It's Olivia, holding an arm out to stop me. She's still staring up at me, though less suspiciously. Her jaws open, but no sound comes out. She realizes her hand is still out and retracts it awkwardly, indecisively darting between her hoodie and pocket and her armrest. Hey, I could have told me. Huh? Thought you were in Mrs. Prockling's class too. You could have mentioned that. Sorry, guess I was sort of aiming for a bit of a dramatic reveal there. She brushes her hair aside. Well, whatever. Later, I guess. Why did you stop me out here? She stops her chair mid-turn, with gray eyes contemplating the dirty floor. I don't really get you. Olivia's eyes turn back to me, and now I can see the nervousness in her pupils. Why do you care? Why indeed? Well, I guess my main reason is, let me guess, a choice. I want to be friends. With me, though? Sure. She continues to look at me with a vague look of confusion, as if my being as a whole was an enigma. I mean, it wouldn't hurt to try, right? Olivia hums in disagreement, finally turning away. Ah, crap. Maybe I was being too forward of me. Oh, by the way, I don't have the note on me anymore. Note? What, with the doodles? From class right now? Yeah, Prockling saw me with it just as you left and she tossed it away. Sounds about right. And look, I didn't mean to hold on to it during class, but I didn't want you to get in trouble with Miss Prockling if she saw you with it. Seemed like the best option for everyone, you know? She seems surprised by my reasoning and stirs in her emotions until she settles on neutral. It's whatever, I deal with her on the regular anyways. Her head turns to look neutrally at... Huh, I didn't notice the school had elevators. Why don't more people use it? She flashes a key from her pocket, so it's part of her accommodations. Makes sense. By now, the hallway has cleared up a bit. The elevator arrives and Olivia rolls in. She moves her arm to push the button and jams the key in some slot. Anyways, later. I'll see you tomorrow then. I watch as the doors slowly shut with a squeak until I can no longer see the green Gator girl. My senses return to me and I start making my way to the metro station. As I make the journey home, I look back to the progress I've made with Olivia. It's definitely been a rocky start, but I put it on unfortunate circumstances, though maybe there was some things I could have done better. Liz and Ben may have had a bit of a point about Olivia, but I'll keep trying. Take a drink. A week into September has come and gone, and I'm finally feeling acclimated to St. Hammond. Things have been going pretty smooth lately, if I do say so myself. Over the past week or so, I've been getting more and more used to my new friends, learning new quirks about them daily over lunch and in our classes. Like Olivia's perchance for tail whips. As I sit on the metro to school, my foot comes up to prod at the tender spot on my shin. I also learned not to borrow Olivia's stuff without asking. She usually tries to keep to herself, even when we're partnered up, but I do my best to play nice. Not to say she's being rude or anything, just quiet. More and more, I kind of figured the part of her silence was just nerves. Accepting that silent facet, I think we found some small understanding between us. Enough that I think she's starting to see me as a friend now. Among other things, Damien and Liz have given me their numbers. Or rather, Damien gave me both his and Liz's number. At first, I thought that Liz would be mad at Damien had basically doxed her, but she didn't seem to mind when he explained his reasons. I also got Ben's number since he figured we'd be doing a lot more team projects in photography class. My eyes roll over the past messages from my new friends. I became so engrossed in rereading them that I nearly missed the announcement of my stop. I scrambled to get off the metro, closing doors just catching my jacket and forcing me to yank it out before I'm dragged down the tracks. Not going to let that bring my mood down, though. It's Friday, meaning after today comes the weekend. It's a quick walk from the station, and I can see the school enter my field of view now. The school looks completely barren. Is it closed? Weird. I look around at some of the small stores that surround the school, the ones that are usually staffed by student workers. They're also empty. One of them has lights on, but it just looks like the manager's looking over some paperwork inside. I don't really recall any announcement about a holiday today, and while I admit to have forgotten what day it was in the past, I'm absolutely certain it's Friday. So where is everyone? Maybe the entryway of the school is barren. The door probably won't even open. Yep. Hello? I dance a bit in front of the camera watching the door. It does not respond. You know what? Damien would know what's going on. I flip through my contacts to find Damien's number. I put the phone to my ear and pray that he picks up. After a minute or so of waiting, the dial tone cuts off and is replaced by Damien's voice. Yo, what up, Nico? Hey, Damien. I'm at school right now and looks like no one's here. Now what's that about? Oh, what do you... There's a brief pause on the other end of the line. Oh, didn't you hear? Hear what? Today's the last warm day of the season, so everyone's celebrating. Celebrating? Yeah, we're actually having a cookout at my place today. Say, you want to come over? The generous but spontaneous offer causes me to hesitate for a moment to respond. Thanks for the offer, Damien, but it's alright. I wouldn't want to intrude on your guys' party. What? It's not a big deal at all, dude. My folks enjoy the company, and there's going to be plenty to eat, too. Plus, Olivia's here as well. I weigh my options. Either go to the party, or I could just take the metro back home and sit in my room doing nothing. Inky, you still there, buddy? Yeah, still here. Was just clearing my schedule. You sure it wouldn't be an issue? No, of course not, amigo. A friend of mine is a friend of the family. Well, alright then. Nice, I'll text you to the address. See you soon, compadre. With that, the call ends, and not a few seconds later I get a text notification. D-Man. 61193 Tritron Road. D-Man. Go the long way around the neighbor. Around the neighbor doesn't chain his dog. I copy and paste the address to my Google Maps and... looks like Damien lives pretty close to the school. Of course, it's a little longer taking Damien's instructions, but I'm not about to try outrunning a loose dog with my physique. Well, better make my way over then. (61 18 9 16 16 61 19 1). Here it is. 61 19 3. The house looks standard for a house of this neck in the woods, or neighborhood. It's a one-story place, but it looks pretty spacious. Definitely a family house. I walk up the stone step path to the front door and ring the doorbell. The grocery bag wrapped around my fingers is starting to chafe a bit. I could have just came right away, but it felt bad coming over empty-handed, so I got something for the party. A simple salad bowl from one of the local stores on the way over. It doesn't seem like much, but as my mom taught me, it's courteous to come to a party with something. I gotta mute for a bit. There we go, a little better. Actually, I realized how ill-prepared I look for an end-of-summer celebration. With Damien mentioning a pool, everyone else must either be wearing casual clothes or swimwear. Meanwhile, here I am looking overly formal. Not like I could have thought to bring swim trunks to school. The door swings open and out steps Damien. And go! Wow, man, you're crazy early. And you come bearing gifts! Yep, here I am. Didn't want to come empty-handed, so I stopped by the store and got a salad. Aw, you didn't have to, dude. Seriously though, you really didn't have to. My family and I are carnivores. But thanks. Still, it's like not even 10, man. Oh, you didn't give me a time, so... Nah, that's my bad. Still, since you're here already, come on in. Well, don't I feel silly. Damien still accepts the grocery bag and chucks it off to the side somewhere. Come on, everyone's out back right now. He turns back, making for a sliding door on the opposite end of the house. Following after, I barely have time to take in what I think is the living room and dining room. There's a number of toys strewn about, foam dart guns, a loose game of controllers. Damien opens the glass door and gives me a small push out of the house. Hey everyone, we got a guest already. Stepping out into the wooden deck, I'm surprised to see the pool and yard. To the left of me is what looks to be an older, heavier set version of Damien. Oh god. Well, howdy there. Hello, sir. I'm Inko. He shifts the barbecue tongs from his right hand to his left so that he could shake my hand. Randy Payne. You could just call me Randy, though. I hide the grimace as we shake hands, feeling what I'm guessing is a very sticky marmalade now clinging to my palm. Didn't think someone would come in this early. I just finished getting the good stuff all sauced up. Painkiller reference, yeah, probably. As soon as he lets go, he focuses back on the pile of different meats heaped up next to the grill. Meanwhile, I grab some nearby napkins to wipe the sauce from my hand. Oh, what's on the menu? Let's see here. We got briskets, flanks, ribs, sirloins, tenderloins, top sirloin, bottom sirloin, rounds, and shanks. That's a lot of cow. All marinated in my special mix of wet rub and dry rub seasoning. Oh wow, that's a lot, Randy. Ah, me, Damien, and Soph will be doing it in shifts. If you're interested, I'll let you lend a hand too if the missus don't rope you into carrying too much around. Sure, sounds fun. I never actually grilled before. It's not too tough, you'll see. Now that I'm here, I can finally ask Damien the question that's been on my mind. Hey Damien, so I've been curious this whole time. What exactly is the celebration anyway? Oh yeah, I haven't told you yet. Well, you see, when... Before Damien can properly explain, a motherly voice cuts him off. Damien, sweetie, you shouldn't keep your baby brother waiting any longer. At the mention of the younger sibling, a tiny Damien clone jumps over the back railing and... Acid punch! Oh god, why? Why? Vinny! Look, bro, just like the Power Raptors, I told you I could do it. I'm so sorry, Inko. Vincent, this is why I don't want you watching those violent shows. Younger Dino isn't listening. He's already running off to find another victim. You alright? Yeah, I'm fine. Is that really acid? Haha, no. But here, you should wipe that off. Now, I take the towel handed to me and wipe off the splotch on my pants from where Vincent has punched. Oh, it got him in the crotch. Ow. Their little Prosaurus spit only gets more acidic after they reach puberty. I begin to rub away the spittle from my pants with a bit more urgency. Thankfully, he's more me than his mother, otherwise he'd need a new pair of pants. Wait, is that an actual thing? Randy laughs. So, you must be Damien's new friend from school. Indeed I am. Damien's mom's head pops to at the side of the neck with a tired smile. Hello, ma'am. Thank you for having me. Oh, I didn't know we had someone visiting. I would have cleaned up more. You can just call me Sophia, dear. Speaking of school, Damien told me that you were there. Why'd you be going there today of all days? Ooh. Honestly, I didn't even realize today's a holiday. Usually I mark them on my calendar, but it must have flown over my head. It's no worries then. It's mainly us dinos who celebrate it. Yeah, Damien told me a bit about it, but I'm not sure I fully understand. In that case, I'll be more than glad to clue you in. It's called Summer's End, as today marks the last warm day of the season. After this, fall and winter start rolling in. Huh? Interesting. Well, this will probably make me sound stupid for asking, but how come you celebrate it? Put simply, this cold might be manageable for warm bloods, but for us reptiles, it's no bueno. So we spend the last day soaking in the sun and enjoying the warm weather before it starts getting chilly. Ah, that makes sense. Next thing you know, everyone's wearing extra layers and putting up heat lamps. Though it apparently used to be the Ice Age levels of frigid back in my granddad's age, so I guess we can consider ourselves lucky. Otherwise, we'd be nothing but a couple of popsicles with our tails for sticks. The patriarch lets out a laugh that's infectious as his son's. He wipes a tear from his eye and he goes back to flipping the meat on the grill. Anywho, we're gonna start cooking up the food, so make yourself comfortable. I think I need another drink. Thank you, sir. I mean, Randy. While Damien's dad attends to the grill, I move the banister overlooking the pool. It's filled with a couple of aquatic toys and air-filled floaties. Man, I wish my place had a pool. Well, I do have extra jeans at home. Burning one pair won't be a huge issue. On second thought, it'd be really annoying to deal with drying off and going home. I wonder how deep... Oh god. Ah! The hell are you doing here? I was invited! Focus on the face, not the other things. The heck are you doing here? I live here, moron. Crap, right. Damien even told me on the way. Anyways. No, really, why are you here? Nobody was at school when I got there. Huh? Yeah, check the doors and everything. They announced the holiday yesterday in homeroom, didn't you hear it? That's what Liz said over PA yesterday. I thought it was at school's anthem or something. Huh, no wonder everyone was staring as I saluted. Must have not been paying attention. But yeah, asked Damien what was up, and he said there's some event going on and invited me. Olivia sinks a bit into the water, actually. Stupid question, but... Are you really okay to swim? There's that glare again. Of course, why wouldn't I be? Well, you know. Thankfully, she gets what I'm saying. Sorry? Sorry? She simply rolls her eyes. I like it in the water. I kind of wish I knew about all this earlier. I'd have brought my trunks. Ew, no, I'm not sharing my pool with you. What? Why not? Instead of answering me verbally, Olivia's tail whips up some water at me like a large wave. Yo, Inko, come check this out. Olivia takes the opportunity to slink back into the water. I think she's doing a weird version of the dead man's float. Oh, whatever. What's Damien yelling about? Yeah, Damien? Well, first, my little bro has something to say to you. Sorry for giving you an acid punch, Inky. Looks like he taught his younger sibling about my nickname, too. It's alright, Vinny. Vinny extends his hand for a handshake, though it's obscured by his sleeves. And secondly, we need a few chairs out here. We got some folding ones, but also some from the kitchen. Got it. They're cheap wood, not really heavy at all. After the chairs, we could do tables together. Mom'd be pissed if I got that dropped. Why? It's the only one we got. And after everything's set, we can play something fun. Okay, little man? Vincent grins and bolts back towards the house. Damien chuckles and we both follow after the kid. God, my voice is going. It feels like my nose is clogged. But I'm not sick. The table drops a few inches where we were able to lift it with a hard crash back onto the tile. I'd be worried about the cracks, but the floor is already pretty shattered around here from the years. This table must actually be their gold storage, and it's just painted to look like wood. That's the only explanation. We catch our breaths and give our strained muscles a moment to relax. Why can't Olivia help us? She's super strong. Olivia's enjoying herself in the pool, bro. We don't want to ruin her time. Her chair thing has wheels. We can use that. I think it might be a bit small. Aw, no fair. She's gonna go to her room soon. Why can't she help? Hey, come on. Not in front of any guests, yeah? It's true, though. You don't know that. Come on. The Damien mini-me pouts. I think I got a better grip on the table now. Let's try one more time. Okay, I'm ready. 1, 2. Wait. Huh? What's up? Ooh. Mom must have been talking about the plastic table in the garage, not the dining room table. You're right. What? Guess we gotta haul this thing back in the dining room, fellas. Great. After getting the suspiciously heavy table back inside, Damien and I carry the much lighter plastic one out the door. As I catch my breath, I notice the younger dinosaur is gone. Maybe he ran off to do something else. Either way, I guess now's the time to ask. Hey, Damien. Yeah? What was that about Olivia going to her room? Huh? Oh, sorry, yeah, An awkward silence fills the air for a few moments. It's just... She doesn't really stick around for family events like this is all. Regular introvert stuff, you know? It's no big deal. And your parents are okay with that? Why wouldn't they be? She's her own person. Right. She usually makes appearances for food, though. Hey, speaking of food, you want to go check on the grill? Why? There's no food that is done by now. I know. I just like the smell. Oh, alright then. Sweet, let's go. As we make our way over to where Damien's at and is manning the grill, I catch a whiff of the spices and marinades applied to all the meat. Sophie is accompanying him, helping to place the meat back on the grill. How's it coming along, Pops? You making them how I like them? You know it, son. Have a look for yourselves. He steps aside and lets us gaze at the variety of barbecue set over the flames. The smell of its cooking and the symphonic sizzling sound has my mouth watering in seconds. Good, right? I'll say. Randy uses a pair of tongs to grab the piece of steak that looks halfway cooked. The secret is that you gotta let these babies have some time getting seared on each side. That way it really hones the flavor. Splat. Whoops. There's about a silence between everyone as we all stare down at the piece of meat on the floor. It's not too ruined. Hey, Olivia, you want it? Oh no. Oh no. A pair of eyes appear over the edge of the pool. Sure, toss it in. Oh no. What's this now? Randy proceeds to chuck the steak right into the water as one would do with chum to attract fish. Oh. Jeez. Anywho, since you're our first guest, Cinco, you get the honors of getting choice picks. What do you want? Oh, I don't know. I don't want to impose or anything. Ah, nonsense. Besides, better get your picks in now before the other guests arrive later. Hey, think of it as payback for all the sodas and chips you've been getting us. Come again? Well, guess a burger is more convenient. I don't get to attend a family BBQ every day. Excellent choice, Inko. Want it rare, medium rare, or well done? Hey, Inko, go for the rare. Damien licks his lips as he says that. Rare? What the... Oh, carnivores, right. I'm pretty sure a raw burger would kill me. I'll take my burger well done. Uh-oh. Yeah, I'm sure you'll want ketchup with it too, huh? Come on, Damien. One well done bird coming right up. Yeah, not going to take any chances. Just saying, you're missing out, amigo. Pretty sure your mother was just messing with him. We'd never serve that sort of thing to a guest. There's no way he could afford the suit. There's no way we could afford the suit. Mr. Randy lets out a hearty guffaw as he lets the burgers on his grill. It's alright, son, though it may not look like it. Volcadera has its share of humans. From what I know, you guys can eat about anything, right? Raw meat aside. I mean, yeah, I guess. Must be nice to just grab whatever's on sale at the market. Meat prices these days are getting pretty crazy. I've seen some of that synthetic meat around. Might be cheaper. Why not try it out? Oh, no, there it is. There it is. I knew he was going to blow it. I knew he was. Alright, I need some drinks for this one. Oh. Oh no. Even the grill. Even the grill. Time to leave. Sorry. There's one taboo I stumbled into head first. Noted. I better change the subject before things get any more awkward. So, hey, Damien. I've been curious this whole time. What exactly is the Summer's End celebration anyways? Didn't my dad tell you earlier? It's the last warm day of the year or whatever. Yeah, I get that part, but why is it a holiday? Ah, that. Actually, I don't really remember it either. Guess I should have been paying more attention at school. It's a bit concerning he doesn't even know how much his own culture he's currently celebrating. Actually, it probably doesn't even need a reason. Why would you? It's just the last one day of the year. Any excuse for get-togethers is fine in my book. Ooh. The kid flumps down hard on the grass in a way only children can without shattering something. Ah, and we don't gotta go to school. It's nice and warm and we get to eat real good. I think those Mayans had the right idea. Vinny! Mayans, yeah? Hey, Inko, are you a Alright, it's about ready. Hey, it's about time the guest showed up too, isn't it? They'll be here any minute. Oh, Olivia! Across the yard, Olivia contentedly drifted into the middle of the pool. Though a look came across her face upon hearing Damien's mom, and she began paddling towards the raised deck. Are you going in so soon? Yeah? Are you sure you don't want to wait until the others get here? Yeah, wait till food's ready so we can all eat together. I'd rather not. I just have a lot of art stuff I have to do. Sorry. She tries to back her uncertain tone up with a shaky smile. Have fun? She lifts herself from the pool and kneels on top of her chair. I'm confused on how her legs work, but my best guess is perhaps they only do above the knees. Turning about her hands carefully, she sets her feet down on the chair's footrests. Fully settled into the chair, Olivia rolls herself into the sliding back door of the house. I think the table's just about set. Now we really are just waiting for the others. Damien, has your friend texted you at all? Yeah, Liz said she'd be here about now. Oh, it's Liz? Nice. She's bringing her uncle, too. Oh, snap, that's nice. I'll bust out the brewskis then. In fact... Damien shields his eyes and looks upward behind me. I turn too, but at this angle I can't see anything. Yeah, they're in the front yard. I'll go get them. Damien rushes through the back door into the house. A moment later he emerges again as if to show off the new guests. Come on, don't make it weird. Hi everyone. Oh, Inko, you're here. Yeah, I got roped in. Neat. Come on, Uncle Mike, through here. Hey now, I'm not that old. Oh, it's him. A giant figure lumbers through the doorway. That's not what I told him to get. Hey, Michael. Randy, how have you been? The two pat each other's back and give firm handshakes. Doing good, doing good. How about yourself? What's with the ridiculous get-up? Is it Mardi Gras? Oh no, he did the thing! Got himself a gold chain. No, nothing like that. Just been trying to relate a bit more to the younger generation recently. It seems like we're just too different these days and all. Oh, come on, leave that stuff to the kids. Then he sees me. Huh? Mr. Ferris? You know him? Yeah, we've met. He takes the same train as me. He's been helping me out. Recommended I try this chain out. Liz jerks her head in my direction furiously. I'm gonna get it later. Ooh. Oh god, I really regret the handshake now. I think he popped all my bones at once. The food will be ready soon, Inko. Your turn on the grill. Oh, don't worry, kid. All you gotta do is keep an eye on the meat and make sure they don't catch on fire. Damien's father leaves after I nod. Oh, is there gonna be a mini-game? Cooking mini-game. The rest too, heading to where Damien, Vinny, and I had just set the chairs on the table. Or, just set the chairs and table. Turning to the grill with a grimace, I swallow my nerves and take up the tongs. Alright, nothing to worry about. Okay, nothing bad so far. Hey ya. Ah! Oh. Sorry. Hey Liz, what are you doing here? Oh, everyone else is talking about Randy's cooking and I figured I'd see what's on the menu. What do you think I'm doing? Why on earth are you getting my uncle to dress like he's going to be in a music video? Yes, for help. Okay, a bird. Okay, there's like two birds that just landed right outside on my window. That kind of scared me for a moment. Anyways, I should probably just take a drink. Those birds were here for the cookout. You thought it was good to help? Yes, he just didn't take it right. Across the yard, Vinny's jumping at the shiny object. Mr. Ferris caves and lends it to him. Oh no! See? Problem solved. Ignoring Vinny's now strutting around like a gangster. Oh man, whatever. What's actually cooking? I motion to the silver tray spread out next to the grill. It's a lot of meat. Actually, aren't you a herbivore, Liz? I am, but I think Damien's thought ahead for me. Wait, wasn't that the salad I brought? I knew he wouldn't forget about me like that. Oh no. Anyways, is Olivia out here? She was just in the pool. Decided to go inside. Liz's head sits still for a moment as if she's in thought. Apparently it's a common thing with her. Yeah. I was hoping she had stuck around for once. So she does this often? Every time Damien's folks throw parties, she slips away to her room. I sometimes see her at the window. Her eyes motion me to turn around to a particular window. I can't really see it from this angle. Why would now be any different then? Liz shoots me a knowing look. What? Well, I figured she was opening up a little to you. I mean, I guess. To some degree? Not like I have any frame of reference. At best, I can kind of talk to Olivia now. What, did you just hiss at me? No. Then what? Oh god! Spinning around, I see something has caught fire. I grab whatever it is with the tongs and flail around, hoping the air would put it out. It works well enough, but it's pretty burnt. Well, that one's a lost cause. I give the piece of charcoal a careful look, and yeah, it doesn't look edible in the least. I put it aside and turn back to face Liz. Anyway, what were you saying about Olivia opening up? Yeah, it's strange, but also good. Certainly a bit surreal after all this time. Liz lets out a sigh and shrugs. Well, it's a shame, but it is what it is. Anyways, I want to go catch up with the others. See you around. Liz returns to the rest of the gathering, leaving me alone with the grill once again. Burnt piece of meat aside, the rest of the food is looking good. Still, I'm not exactly the best grill master. Not like it matters too much with Damien's folks. Whether food's actually cooked or not is purely an aesthetic matter. A couple of more flips and the meat is brown and sizzling, which is good enough in my book to put them along with the other finished pieces. I think I'm about done with my shift. Damien's turn was next, and he was going to be wrapping up the last few things. Doesn't take me long to spot him chatting with Liz, who's enraptured with whatever guaranteed high-concept discussion they're having. Hey, Damien! Damien's frill things perk a bit as he turns around to face me. Your turn on the grill. Alright, you got it, hombre. He waves Liz over and takes a firm hold of the spatula. Okay, time to get some more. He suddenly pauses as his eyes fall upon the charcoal remains of a once juicy and savory piece of meat. He picks up the piece of meat and inspects it before chomping down on it with a single bite. Okay, I'll finish cooking the last pieces, Inky. If you'd be an awesome dude, you could start serving the others what's ready to chow on. I give Damien a nod and grab the tray of cooked meat. I take the tray over to the eagerly awaiting crowd with all the care to be expected from someone surrounded by very hungry meat-eating saurians. Upon seeing the platter of delectable and edible flesh, stop whatever they're doing and begin to gather around the table. And then I said, well, it's because you look like a student yourself, miss. Ha! Oh, that's rich coming from you. Meat, 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 meat! It's finally here, Vincent. Now remember your manners. Hopefully with my salad, too. Seems like everyone's having a pretty good time with their meal. I even eat the ones that I cooked, though I could see Damien's little brother is making a slight face of disgust, still winds up chomping on the meat anyways. All in all, I'm pretty satisfied with how my cooking turned out. I take a seat next to Damien and Liz and prepare my meal before I dig in. Gotta go with the tried and true ketchup and nothing more. Oh no, not even cheese, not even mustard, lettuce. Come on, man, you're missing the works. With my burger prepared, I go in for my first bite. Uh-oh. Okay, I thought they were all gonna get mad or something. Gotta say, Damien's dad did a great job with the patty. So what do you think, Inko? I give a thumbs up and smile as best as I can with a full mouth. The elder dinosaur gives me a toothy, sauce-stained grin in return. I can see where Damien gets that toothy grin of his. Savoring the well-cooked meat patty and buns with each bite, I slowly lose myself in the party's mood. Though I feel more ancillary from it, seeing the adults lost in work talk while Damien and Liz are handling the excitable Vinny. Humming around a mouthful of burger. getting my words all mumbled. My eyes wander. The entire yard is smaller than mine, and there are tons of toys scattered in low-cut grass. Not too many plants either, just the grass and a couple of shrubs running alongside the fence. The word quaint comes to mind. Maybe intimate. I could picture the kinds of events that happen back here. I shake my head, clearing my photographer's mind away. It's Damien's place, private property. I'd have to ask before I do anything camera-related. Thinking about it, though, I do have my camera, securely stored in my backpack inside the home. Part of me considers grabbing it, and as I look back towards the house, I spy a certain someone at the window. Oh, who wants to bet that Olivia has the camera now? I bet you she has the camera. Olivia leers out across the yard. She's too far away to tell what's exactly she's staring at. That must be her room, then. Her gaze shifts a bit. I still can't see what she's looking at, but it's in my direction. Or Damien. He's sitting next to me. I carefully trace where her eyes are focused, leaning to the side and slowly coming to the plate in my hand. Checking back, she's laser focused on something. I wonder. I slowly lift the plate and Olivia's head tilts upward with it. I lower it and her head tilts downward. A part of me wants to test this further, except that'd be a real waste of food. Whatever illusion she was under is shattered with a shake of her head. I can practically hear Olivia's annoyed growl from where she is, from here as she turns her snout up at me and returns to whatever she was doing. So does she want some? Why not come out? Well, I'm sure nobody would mind if I just brought a plate in and left it. Besides, my fingers are sticky from all the finger food, to the point where they stick to my paper plate. It's actually kind of gross. Now I remember why I avoid it normally. Ungluing my fingers from the plate, Damien's mother notices my plight. You can use the kitchen sink for that, Inko. Or the pool! Sticking my thoroughly marinated fingers in the pool. That just seems like a future issue for whoever has to clean it up later. Thank you, ma'am. I think I'll use the sink. Damien's already gotten up for third, so there's plenty. I load up my new paper plate with steak and whatever remains of the ribs and discreetly head inside. Thankfully, the sliding door is partially open, just enough so I can use my foot to push the rest of it the way open. She's hangry for meat. Yes. There's a coffee table in the living room. That's as good place as any. The kitchen's right there. I'll just rinse my hands off a bit. Making liberal use of the dish soap, I start scrubbing my hands thoroughly. I don't like the music. Okay, I thought it was going to be ominous. I'm like, uh-oh. When I feel the stickiness start to unstick itself, I look out the window. Damien's parents seem to be focused on Vinny, but Damien still shooting looks to the left. The hyperactive hybrid shoots up from his seat, disappearing from view. Wonder where he... Woo! Splash! Dang, clothes still on and all. Kid was serious about washing his hands in the pool. Man, I could have gone for a dip myself. The AC in here makes a huge difference. Must be the 90s degrees out today. There's plenty of soda, so I'm not in danger of dehydration at least. But geez, I'm only noticing how warm I still am from stepping inside. I'm surprised there's no steam rising from me. Looks a little red too. Good thing I didn't bring any sunscreen. Crap. It's not that bad yet. Maybe the Pineys have some sunscreen around. No, the reptiles, they wouldn't have any. Maybe I'll just have to deal with it. My knuckles start hurting from being wrung so much. The smell isn't gone yet, though. Anyway. Should be clean enough to... Both of us are frozen still, locked in a staring contest. The steak shoved in her mouth, she stares like a deer caught in the headlights. She spits the steak back on the plate in her lap and grips the inside of her sleeves. It takes me a moment to collect myself to muster up some conversation. Yeah, your delivery came in. You want a soda with that? The joke goes unlaughed at. I tried. May as well. Hmm? Need to get to the fridge. Oh, sorry. I step to the side to give Olivia enough space. She rolls herself over to the fridge, opens up and rummages through. We exchange a few awkward glances to the point that it's palpable in the air. So, what are you doing? Getting a soda? The kid's taking your spot in the swimming pool. That's fine, I'm just gonna go crash in my room. When there's still a party going on outside? Busy with art stuff. Stuffing the soda can in her coat pocket, Olivia redirects herself and with a flick of her tail closes this fridge shut. What about the party? What about it? It's still going on. And, look, I got stuff to work on. Even though it's a holiday, it seems like the perfect time to get together with friends and family, and I'm not their family if you haven't noticed. And we're not going to be here for much longer. That's a new look from her. Is it because of what I said? Olivia? What? There's a couple of different things dancing atop my tongue that I wish to say. Some would be too intrusive, especially after what she had just said. One, however, sticks out the most. Especially after she had brought up working on it. I genuinely want to see Olivia's process. Would you, mind some company? What? Seems pretty empty in the house to be by your lonesome, and maybe it'd be nice to hang out. Plus, I've been wanting to see your art for a while. Especially as I recall her freshman piece that's displayed right next to the principal's office. I'll even show you some of my stuff. I have my portfolio drive in my backpack after all. I have to hold back my laugh as a silly strangled noise of surprised confusion escapes her mouth. Is that an okay then? No, it's just... I don't want anyone else in my room. And how about the living room? I motion to the well-loved couch nearby. She hums in thought for a moment. Are you really that interested? Yes. I've been wanting to see your work ever since I found out that the cityscape piece in the gala was yours. Olivia clutches her hands together tightly. Okay, fine. If you're so interested, you can watch. She wheels herself back towards the shut door. Need to get my stuff set up first, though. Sure, I'll be here on the couch. I kind of feel bad for missing out on the party too, but I doubt I'll ever get the chance like this again. Olivia returns with a small easel already set up with half-finished painting. She takes a moment to shift herself from her wheelchair to the end of the couch right next to me. She's pretty close to me. I can feel her thigh barely brush against mine, but I'll try to pay it no mind. The painting looks like a bust of a nondescript dino guy, although with how vibrant these guys are, it could easily be a portrait of someone specific. This isn't that good. She rips the page off and crumples it in her hands. Starting over then. Don't interrupt. She takes a deep breath. The paintbrush nears the canvas slowly and gracefully, although it's clear her nerves are getting to her. Okay. Wait. Olivia looks down for a moment before she jerks her head back up, her face becoming a dark tinge of green. Dude, why'd you scooch so close to me? I didn't? You're the one who sat next to me. Oh. She looks away for a moment, realizing how over the top her reaction was. Olivia then does a double take at me, her brows furrowing. What's wrong with your skin? I was born like this. Shut up, that's not... You know what? Yes, it is. But I mean, it's red. Oh, yeah, I think I'm sunburnt. As I look over the red splotch on my arm, Olivia raises a hand and touches it. Ow, why? Jeez, that really hurts? Yeah, it does. I didn't think I'd get sunscreen on the way over. There wouldn't happen to be any here, right? Point taken. But there's some of those spiky plants outside. Aloe something, I think. Just snap a leaf off. Mrs. Payne won't care, probably. I think I heard something about that plant before, yeah. Alright, I guess I'll give it a shot. Oh no, that's not gonna end up well. I get up and head back out the front door. Lo and behold, there were in fact a number of those spiky plants around. I walk up to the nearest one and carefully grab the leaf in a spot with a dull spike. With dull spikes. Wouldn't it be funny if it was like poison ivy instead? Classic Olivia. It bends and snaps off pretty easily. Man, this looks about good enough to eat, but it probably tastes awful. Is it really good for curing sunburned skin? Back inside, Olivia started painting again. She gazes intently at the page. The plate of food I had brought in had been cleaned. Olivia holds one last riv in her mouth like a cigarette. It waggles up and down between her teeth. When she sees me, she crunches the bone in two and swallows the last of it whole. I bring up the aloe leaf. That's it? She nods and extends a hand to grab it. I hand her the thick leaf and she extends a single claw. Once she catches the edge of the skin, she makes quick work peeling the husk off. You do that often? Not me. Sophia uses it to make a lot of smoothies for the family and healing cells for Vinny. What in the name of God is this? It's I wanna hug the gator or something. It's probably not your kind of game. They're real pretty too. Olivia blinks, coughs, and grimaces. To paint, I mean. Natural homemade healing recipe, huh? Gonna have to ask for that later. Could come in handy down the line. I move to remove my jacket so the aloe can be applied properly. But I don't get far before I notice Olivia's face turning a darker shade again. No! The Gator visual novel better than Goodbye Volcano High. I'm going to pretend I did not see this and move on with my day. Alright. Have a good day, Margwa. No need to remove your jacket, you mungo. Just roll up your sleeves and put the jelly on your neck. She hands me a now exposed aloe jelly, all while doing her best not to lock eyes with me. After rolling up my sleeve, I scoop out a dollop of the opaque substance. The feeling of relief hits me the moment I spread it across my neck. Man, this feels good. I start applying more to my nose, cheeks, and most importantly, the top of my head. As I do, I watch Olivia continue her painting, taking extra attention to her brushstrokes. The way she moves down the canvas with such smoothness and gentleness shows her level of concentration. Not too rushed, but also not that overly focused on the art either. Using the last of the aloe to cover my arms, I'm fully covered in the rudimentary remedy. I take a second to throw the husks away in the kitchen trash, catching a glimpse of the party outside. Everyone looks like they're having a good time out there. Except for Mrs. Sophia, who's currently trying to chase a very soaked Vinny with a towel. Back on the couch, Olivia's painting is starting to take a more defined shape. Unlike the cityscape piece, however, it looks more organic. She continues to paint in silence, occasionally doing a quick glance at me to see if I'm still watching. I don't want to poke at Olivia for no reason, but this might be my only chance to ask. Hey, Olivia. Your family. The Paynes. They seem like a lively bunch. What's that supposed to mean? Like, I knew Damien was eccentric, but I could see he gets it from the rest of your family. First of all, the Paynes are my godparents. Secondly, yeah, they are. So, how long have you known them for? Olivia pauses for a moment mid-brushstroke, but then continues. Practically my whole life. Damien and I have known each other since we were carpet crocs. And his parents have known my dad since, well, forever, since before we were even neighbors. Ah, friends of the family? Pretty much. Whole reason why I'm living with them. Her muzzle clamped shut. Forget what I just said. The words were spoken with a tone tinged bitter with something. A tone I felt very familiar with whenever my own family was brought up. Sure. The only sounds left are her brushstrokes on the canvas. My focus turns back to the patch of blotchy red and pale watercolors slowly forming across the white expanse. Occasionally, Olivia's gray eyes would glance my way before going back to her work. Compared to the more rapid pace of time-lapse art videos I had viewed, she was more deliberate with each of her movements. Pretty obvious since most of these were done digitally, another thing I had not considered. Still staring at the painting in progress itself, there's something uncanny about it. It's now more formed, definitely looking like something. Lowering my shades with one hand so I can make out the peachy pale and vibrant red colors of it, my other hand is brought up so I could try and trace it out in the air before me. Olivia looks back at me again, and a glint of something shines through her eyes. Hold that pose now. Hey, how long have you been using me as a layman doll? Her hand fails to cover up the snort that comes from her nose, followed by a gremlin-like cackle. She's smiling. Consider it the price to see my process. I want a refund. Nope. Looking again, it's slowly becoming a watercolored bust of my burnt face. God, I'm getting stuffy. Give me a moment. I'm gonna go get more water. Some things out here. More air. Let's get some lights in here too. Dark outside. Oh, that probably peaked the mic. I'm sorry for that. Gotta stop putting my headphones on the mic. Like looking in a mirror, eh? I mean, mute. There we go. Can you at least get my good angle? Nope. Turning back to the mural du melanoma, I don't know how to pronounce that. Olivia starts adding in a blotch of cream by my head. A sigh escapes my lips. Hey, I said stay still. Why? I'm not that red. Another high-pitched giggle comes out of Olivia. It's called artistic license. Well, it needs to be renewed. Despite being the butt of her joke, I feel myself smiling. Must be the new sounds from her. It's the first time I think I've seen her happy outside of Ikeden's class. And yeah, that laugh of hers is kind of infectious. The silence returns, though the mood feels much lighter now. I feel so stiff right now. I don't know how long I've been holding this pose now. If I had to guess from the sunlight filtering into the house, it's at least been an hour. Miro du Melanoma was almost done, and it was staring back at me with the most intense eyes. Olivia's attention was left on one final detail. Now, the music's pretty good. I wonder if it's out on YouTube already. The hand holding its lowered shades. I'm thankful she finished the sunglasses first because the reflected light from the sliding back door had been searing my retina. Olivia, hush! She turns her head and focuses entirely on the hand held by my ear. Pupils moving rapidly to try and take in every last detail. Her fingers twitch and her hand hovers over the painted hand. Her eyes are now shifting between my hand and my eyes. Her hand is now quaking and a growing redness suffused her face. The more she looks towards my eyes, the more her arm shakes and face brightens. I don't think so, since it's only the demo, but maybe when the full game is out, they'll probably post the music on YouTube. Yeah, that'd be nice. Finally, she turns away from me entirely, bringing both of her arms with her and away from me and the canvas. Okay. Okay? Her cheeks puff out as she exhales her held breath. Okay. She finally turns her cherry red face to the canvas and inspects the near complete portrait. I'll come back to this later. Can I... Yeah, you can drop your hand now. Finally. I lay back on the couch, feeling my spinal cord pop in rapid succession. I said your hand. Can't. I attempt to stretch my arm in front of me. And because of my stiffened muscles, my forearm is pulled back towards my sunglasses. I repeat the motion several times, the movements helping me ease the muscle until finally my arm doesn't feel spring-loaded. While I was busy trying to fix my arm, Olivia was packing up the canvas. That's about it. You can go join the others, or whatever. She drags the canvas, easel, and watercolor tubes back to her room. Wonder if she'll keep that one. And I wonder if she'll stay in her room again. We've been inside for a while. I don't think anyone outside has noticed we've been gone. Wani and Damien seemed to accept that Olivia would stay inside, but... Wait. Huh? I caught her a bit off guard. Our family needs it. This sounds like the wrong one. Gotta go with the top. If I'm going outside, it'd be rude of me to leave you without saying bye at least. She looks at me quizzically. Sure. But I think I'll try staying until the end. This is probably the best day I've had since I moved here. And my first real friends in a long while. I'm glad to have been invited. She's not leaving, but she's scanning me suspiciously. Damien's been a great friend, and his folks have been really nice to me. Better than my own parents, even. You're lucky to have them, I think. I guess. Good for you. Have fun with that. I really need to... I think you should come along. She freezes. What? Her eyes widen, and some of the color leaves her face. No, I can't. Why not? Mr. and Mrs. Payne. They already have Vincent and Damien to worry about, and right now they're hosting all the other guests. They got plenty to deal with already. I'm not worth the accommodations. Just leave it. Let them be normal. Even then, it's like I said, I don't have much time left. That's a little overly harsh. And it was every argument she had. They're the kind of arguments that come from desperation and guilt, to convince herself it's for her own good. Maybe it's a little presumptuous, but that's at least the sort of thoughts I've been reading notes from my parents, allotting me resources like I'm just an anthropomorphized mouth. It certainly doesn't seem like I'm worth it to them sometimes. But they're your godparents, right? They're helping your folks, yeah, but they chose to have you here. because they want you to be normal. That doesn't... a normal part of their family, I mean. I don't think they'd have you here if they didn't want that. Oh, please, go on and tell me more about my own family. I gotta blow my nose. I'm getting stuffed up. I don't have any allergies that I know of. I'm gonna keep reading. Her voice is sardonic. She's not making eye contact anymore, but she's listening intently. This is all the stuff she's known already. But you're absolutely right about one thing. You don't have much time left. Neither do I, honestly. Even if it's mostly because of moving. You know what they say about rolling stones gathering no moss. In a way, we're in the same boat. I bet you he's treading on the wrong grounds here. Give it a shot. There's some perfectly good moss out right here, or right there. I bet you that not that long of being here. I think she's saying like she doesn't have much time left living. I bet. Okay. I'll try it with you. That analogy was pretty dumb, but you're right. The back door squeaks open. Even with sunglasses, I wince at the sudden brightness. Take a step out and stretch my back, working out the last bit of stiffness from my shoulders. Olivia still waits at the threshold of the door. What are you waiting for? Curtain call? With a grin, I draw the sliding door even wider, and with a beckoning wave, I attempt to usher Olivia out as if I was her personal attendant. God, my nose. Cut that out. Don't make it weird. Despite her words, her tone is more humored than annoyed with me. Relax. Nobody was even looking. But looks like there's definitely no more food left. About right. As Olivia rolls down the small metal ramp I hadn't noticed, we catch Damien on the bottom step. Olivia? At the table, heads turns towards us. Looks of surprise etched on the faces of most of them. I'm gonna try and blow my nose one more time. Yeah, I don't know what's come over me. At the table, yeah, we saw that. Instead of answering him verbally, Olivia's hand comes up with a nervous wave. The rest of the party resumes their prior discussions, although maybe a bit livelier than before. Hey, cool to see you out here again. Hey, Damien, why are you all the way over here for? I can't stand to be by Liz's uncle when he's eating. He's got those fibrous teeth, ugh. Like blue whales have? Yeah, freaks me out. His dentist must make a fortune. Ah, yeah. Hey, Olivia, what are you doing back out here? You forgot something? No, I just thought it'd be good to enjoy the weather while it lasts. Damien perks up with his frills undulating. No, Damien, stop that. Olivia quivers as Damien's grin grows wider and frills start moving faster. Ew, stop it. Even I'm getting unnerved by how those things move. Damien! Sorry, you know these things got a mind of their own. Finally, those weird flaps still. Dude, you were just complaining about Mr. Ferris and his teeth. At least he could keep them in his mouth. At least he could keep his mouth shut. Hey, I could always wear a beanie. No, you can't. Remember the last time you tried? Both Damien and Olivia share a laugh over some event they're privy to. Even when they finish, Damien asks a $1 million question. So, are you going to join in, or... She turns her head my way and I give her a supportive thumbs up. Yeah. Damien finally stands from the step and we all start heading for the table. Each partygoer greets us when we approach. The loudest from... Livy! Hey! You finally came to play again. The rambunctious boy hoots and hollers as he clambers atop her. Livy, let's play cannon! 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 A growl reverberates from Olivia. Oh, you want to play cannon then? Yeah, cannon! Alright then, ready? Round loaded. Fire! Oh god, this was a bad idea. Woo! Applause. Randy! I'll relax, self. Vinny's still young. Michael, Vinny, be careful. I'm okay, Mom. Whew. You gotten stronger, Olivia? No, shut up. Anyway, can we do it again, Livy? Olivia smiles and pats his head. It's weird seeing it, but as she readies Vincent for another launch, the Gator girl has a bright, toothy smile I never thought she had. Mr. Payne? Woo! Alright, I get it. Vincent! Yeah, Dad? No more cannon today. Olivia and Vincent share a disappointed look. Now, there's a lot more things you two can do. Vincent perks up and immediately rushes off. Oh, I know. Olivia turns back to the rest of the group with an uneasy smile. Miss Payne steps forward with a sigh, and then pulls Olivia into a hug. So glad you came out, dear. You know how to liven up a party, little ace. As she is hugged from both sides by Damien's parents, I see Olivia's smile quiver. Finally, her own arms come up and she returns a hug from them. They're not gonna have a picture for that? That should have been its own picture, dude. Missing out. Oh, I'm gonna blow my nose again. Ugh. Time seemed to pick up speed after Olivia had come out. Mr. Payne and Damien returned to the grill, managing to prep and cook a final serving of meaty goodness for an early dinner. Mrs. Payne and Mr. Ferris had continued their conversation till Mr. Ferris' throat ran dry. And then the rest of us had contend with a hyperactive child with an armory of foam dart guns. I felt bad for Liz. She'd become a one-woman shooting gallery for the boy. And Olivia. And me. And Damien, but at least he looked apologetic about it. But now things are winding down. The food is officially all gone. Everyone is exhausted, physically and mentally, and yet thoroughly satisfied emotionally. Olivia pads by me, having returned to the pool to cool down and stretch out. There's just one last thing to really cap this off. Okay, everyone. Oh, here's a picture. Oh yeah, getting the family picture. This is nice. I hollered to everyone currently on deck and grouped up nicely for me. Looking through the viewfinder, I propped up my camera. I adjust the focus to ensure everyone is captured perfectly in the shot. Damien looks like such a dork. Alright, on 3, give me your biggest smiles. 1. Wait! Olivia turns away from the camera, looking towards Damien. With a grin, Damien waves for me. Dude, you gotta be in this too! There's nods and words of agreement from everyone. Well, it's been a while since I've used this mode, so why not? Setting the time delay along with the sports mode, I'm sure with 10 rapid succession shots, at least one of them will be perfect. I can always do some post-production on it. Ensuring that the focus is still fine, I click the shutter button and keep the count in mind. 30, 29, 28. By 13, I've settled myself next to Damien and above Olivia. Alright, 9, 8, 7. Uh-oh. I feel something wrap around my ankle and my back on 4. 3, 2, 1. Ah! My camera flash goes off 10 times as I pushed over by Damien and pulled into the pool by Olivia. Wow. Oh, I gotta drink. Gotta get those fluids. Maybe that'd help with my nose. The end? Is that it? Is that the end of the demo? You're kidding. I guess so. You've reached the end of the demo. Oh no. You can follow our Twitter for updates on the full game and other games in development. I'm not gonna go to Twitter, dude. You cannot sell Twitter to me. Thanks for playing. And it's over. Just like that, it's over. Well, let me check the Steam if they like came up with an estimated date and when that's coming out. I don't think so though. The topic's been kind of dead too. Oh wait, there's some posts here. See if there's any like talk here. Strange timing. There's speculation that the game might come out right before Volcano High is released. You think they got it all ready by then? I don't know. I mean, there's still a lot of more time left for the stream. I don't know if I can put on a different game or something. But I feel like any game I'd choose would probably just bore everyone. That would probably be great for my voice right now because my nose is so loaded. Or Snoop Game, but maybe for another time. I've already watched through Snoop Game, so I'd already know what's coming up. I could play another game. I'm gonna have to like reboot the stream though. I'll probably put on another game. I don't think it's gonna hold anyone's attention though. Let me get the stream set up. I'll be back with another stream right away. I just gotta get the thumbnail together and we'll be set. But yeah, when this game comes out, I'll be definitely streaming it. That's for sure. And I think there'd be probably one way for me to play Snoop Game. Is I guess the mod scene's still going if they manage, and I don't know if they'll probably port the mods either here or on Snoop Game, but I got a feeling there'll probably be some sort of crossover. I wouldn't doubt it. I'd be down to play some crossover content. But yeah, I'll be right back.